You are listening to CMH EPC's Mocktail Hour Podcast. We host a Mocktail Hour once a month where we discuss various topics over cocktails. And for those who don't drink alcohol, mocktails. We are inclusive over here. Sip your favorite cocktail with us or try our featured cocktail as we dialogue. This is an environment to hear new and different perspectives. Everyone's thoughts, feelings, and opinions are valid to them, and in this space, we respect that. Welcome to another recording of the Mocktail Hour Podcast. I would like to take a moment of appreciation for our guests today who have attended our monthly Mocktail Hour and are now here to share their thoughts and opinions with us. We have a number of topics to discuss. You never know what new perspectives you may hear today. I'm going to introduce our guest that we have today. Tati is an attorney and business consultant at a boutique law firm here in Houston, Texas. In the last 10 years, she's represented over 100 clients in federal immigration court. She has been named Houstonian Magazine top attorney from 2020 to 2022, top immigration attorney in Texas by the American Institute of Legal Counsel, and top 40 under 40 black lawyers by National Top 100 Black Lawyers. Tati is also an active member of Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated. We also have Shishi, who is from Atlanta. She is an art educator and business owner. Her business, Essence, is a full-service art company offering fine and digital art, jewelry, and apparel, and more. Shishi has participated in various art shows and exhibitions throughout the city. Her next appearance will be as a featured artist in the Love Project art exhibit this coming Valentine's Day. If you're interested in seeing her work in person, she has a permanent art piece exhibited at a local business called Exchange to Change. Exchange to Change is located in 3rd Ward. You can see more of her artwork and product offerings via her social media. Welcome, you guys. Thank you for being here.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you for having me.
I'm super excited. So our featured cocktail this month is a... What did I make?
A Washington apple.
Thank you, guys. A Washington apple. Let's see. In a Washington apple, you have Crown apple schnapps and cranberry juice. And that's what we're sipping on today. All right. So we're going to get right into our topics. Okay. What is your dream job? And I feel like we already have Tati's answer to that one because she knew what she wanted to do when she was little. It took me a while to figure it out. I've always been interested in event planning. Like I bought a book about event planning like in 2007 off of Amazon, and I never read it. And then I don't know how many years later I was like, I finally actually like delved into the industry. So my dream job is event planning events, which is what I'm doing now.
My dream job is doing all the things that I want to do, like any and everything that makes me fulfilled, that makes me happy. So right now I'm in the classroom, but I'm going to, figure out a way to get out of that in a few years. Mm-hmm. And something that came to mind, it was actually because I had my students, they did, for their final project for last semester, I had them research art careers. And so they had to do a presentation, a PowerPoint, and they also had to do a physical representation. And so one of my students chose from the wall of careers that I printed out, art therapist.
Oh, wow.
So I'm thinking of looking into like what certifications that I need in regards to like the realm of therapy, and probably looking to go in that route once I leave the classroom.
I can see that naturally happening for you. For sure.
Sounds exciting.
Yeah. Yeah. What's your dream job, Tati? Even though we already know.
I know, right? So being an attorney is absolutely my dream job. But I think there's always room for like new dreams, and I am like a perpetually interested in new things person. Sometimes I have to kind of anchor myself down, so I know that I would maybe want to go into like legal correspondence, as far as like giving opinion on certain matters on TV or something like that. But then as far as like my second act, when I leave law or go into something part-time, I think I want to go to culinary school.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know what I would do with that because I don't think I'd want to be an actual chef like in a restaurant or something like that. But I do want that to like cooking and food and manner of cooking and manner like even growing, like how food is growing. I'd like that to be part of
So if
part
not
of
a
my life,
chef,
a bigger
then
part of
maybe
my
like
life.
a caterer.
I don't know. Because as I am right now, I don't like interacting with people for long periods of time. So I don't know if that would be part of it.
Oh,
but
gosh.
something. I don't know.
That's interesting. Okay. Who would you trade places with for just one day? I'm going to say Janelle Monáe because I love her energy and she's so creative. And I feel like the people around her are pretty cool.
I don't think I look at people like that.
Yeah, I did. I was like, oh, I felt a little arrogant for a moment. I was like, not be me, but
If you could live a different life, have a different perspective from their point of view.
I mean, if I could live a different lifestyle, it would definitely be one of great wealth. But wealth in the sense that I would like to do whatever it is that I wake up feeling like I want to do for that day. So I really, really love traveling and learning. And so I feel like if I had that wealth, I would be able to do those things more readily and wouldn't have to, really think about gas and mortgage and feeding myself. And so if it would be a different lifestyle, it would definitely be one that I could just travel and learn and just get up and go. I admire those people that just, for me, it feels like if they just get up and go, or they have these life experiences that I would not have even dreamt of for myself. So when Courtney hit me up last night and she was saying she was at a going away party / birthday party, I was like, oh, where's your friend going? She was like, yoga. She said she was going to Bali for yoga for a month. I'm like, oh my goodness, like, who does these things? But I guess it's people that Courtney know. I wish that for myself, and so I feel like if I had the fundage for that, I would be able to do that more readily.
I think if I could live the life for a day, you said just a day. Well, just a day. I don't know. I think I would need a little bit more than a day, but I would really want to like live side by side or in the life of our members of Congress on both sides of the aisle. Because I don't believe that people go, I think that each person went into this wanting to help the common people, or even believing that they were the common people, or at least had certain things in common, even if they came from money. But once they're all there, it doesn't seem that they care about what we're going through or can truly empathize with it at this point. And a lot of the laws and things they choose to focus on make absolutely no sense. So I would really love to see the rationale from both parties, because maybe once I go back to my regular life, we can see how to better change or affect our political system, but it doesn't feel like we're really empowered as normal everyday people. So I would love to see what they're thinking.
My perspective on that is you go into it, like you said, hoping to, enact change or enact exact change. What's the word?
Enact.
Thank you. But then you realize it's you, right, as one person who is then part of this whole
machine.
Right. And it's been happening and going for years, hundreds of years. And so then you're like, it's just me. So I just have to fall in line because this is like my career path. This is where, and I think that's probably part of the problem.
Yeah. Or next session, it'll be better. And, I can finally do what I've been trying to do this whole time.
Which is why the two-party system is very antiquated and it is not up to date with how we currently live our lives, I feel like.
I think I have that perspective for pretty much everybody who is in like high leadership, like even at the educational realm, like I believe in the good of people, and I believe that they truly go there wanting to enact change, but somehow they just get lost in the sauce.
Yeah, that school district is big and they're just one person. Like, I get it. That makes sense. What details from today would you like to remember? From the time that you woke up till now?
I want to remember this.
Yeah, I was like, I immediately thought about this experience.
Because I wasn't doing nothing before I came here. I was in the bed. But yeah, just remembering just the feeling of like being able to talk to individuals and being able to interact and have that social exchange, and being able to listen to people's perspectives and seeing those common grounds and taking those things that we might not see eye to eye on and kind of seeing how I could kind of maybe shift how I perceive certain things and just really listen. Just being able to listen and just be together.
Yeah.
I definitely was going to say this, but I also forgot that today I had lunch with a friend from college. We met at 19, and then it was really cool to see us, oh goodness, over 15 years later, still being really good friends, still catching up where we left off after, life happens, graduation, kids, family, all that. And so to see that we could still have a meaningful and valuable friendship. So that was awesome.
Oh, that's amazing. That's amazing. What I like to remember from today. Well, definitely, I would say this as well because I haven't seen your faces in I don't know how long. So this is great, and to be in your presence. But I'm also looking forward to where we're going after this. So, yeah, I'm here for the, when it's not me that's, my introvert be showing up when I'm the one that's moderating. So, I just want to not be in the hot seat, I think. And yeah, I can listen to some music and have some good wine. So that's what I'm looking forward to with you guys. So that should be fun. What would you do if you were approached by a well-dressed stranger asking for $10 to catch the train? Or I guess in Houston it would be the bus or Uber or taxi.
A well-dressed stranger.
A well-dressed stranger.
I don't think it has anything to do with what they have on. I don't have it to give. And I wish them well on their endeavor and hope that they would get there safely. But as far as just giving away money, I'm not in that space in my life right now.
I get that.
I think for me, it really matters most on how I'm feeling at that time. You could be amazingly dressed or horribly dressed. If I'm just not in the mood to do it, that won't. And then if I am, I am. That's just my personality. Now, how did this well-dressed stranger get me to stop to speak in the first place? Is a horse of a whole different color because I typically book it from next one place to another. I think I watch too much true crime or something because I always think someone's trying to get me. So I don't know.
You have to think that way.
That's true too. You never know that if they're plotting on you or something. Somebody gonna come from behind you while you're talking to
praying
them.
on your downfall.
The whole thing.
It's really sad that life has gotten like that. But
it's unfortunate. I mean, my answer would be similar to yours. It depends on how I feel because even when the people are on the side of the street, on the side of the road or whatever, I'm if I have some extra change and I feel like giving, then I will. But usually I don't.
And $10 is real specific, sir.
Yeah.
Well, at least it's a reasonable amount because if someone when someone say, hey, can I get $2 to get on the bus? Or, I don't know how much the bus costs, but I'm I'm pretty sure you need more than $2. What's going on, with that? So at least it sounds well, they can't take an Uber with that.
Right. You have to have a card and the whole thing.
Well, but I'm talking. When it comes to people on the side of the road, they're oh, they're going to drink it away. That is their business. That is whatever you do with it is your business. Want to give,
right.
So, whatever. Probably would.
Are you able to tell when you have had enough? I don't know what that means. I will say when it comes to alcohol, I'm able to tell. I'm because I'm a slow sipper. So when I start to feel, it's okay, we're good on that one. Obviously food, your tummy tells you you've had enough. I don't know about other vices.
Automatically, thought about with people or instances or environments, maybe your job. And I would say I do know when I've had enough, but am I able at that moment to escape that situation or to better that situation? And I think that is what has kept me in spaces and places and with people far longer than needed to be. So the acknowledgement is there, but the motion,
So you are able to tell. Okay.
I would have to say yes, and I would say that's a recent development on when I just know in general whether I haven't had enough. I think that in my past I've always focused more on what I could take versus what I don't want to take. So when it comes to people, work, whatever, I'm always like, oh, I can make that work. If I don't sleep, okay, if I sleep for 20 minutes and like close one eye, then yeah, I could. No, like now I am more apt to say, okay, I've had enough for today, and I'm not going to do it, and I'm not going to give a reason or an excuse, and I'm not going to feel bad about it either. You know, I feel like I'm growing comfortable with knowing that that person that I'm saying no to will find other resources. You know, they'll find someone else to do it, or they'll become more capable, or they'll go without, but that's not my responsibility. When it comes to vices, I know that my personality is, I'm just a big person. Like the more the better for me. So I tend to just kind of shy away from most vices or think about why before I engage. Like, why do I want, like if it was a drink, like why do you want to drink? Why do you want to partake into something in cannabis if that's what you do? You know, like why do you want to do those things? Why do you gamble? And I think that is how you can kind of tell whether you had enough for this session, for this thing, if you think about your motivation.
That makes sense. The why. Why do you want to do it before? That makes sense. I'm here for it. Would you be willing to spend the night alone in a remote haunted house?
No.
The Louisiana and me, absolutely.
Alone though?
I mean, it's not like somebody gonna help me with
the word.
It's like somebody gonna help me with the ghost. Like unless it's the
there.
Ghostbusters, does it really matter?
A remote haunted house?
Okay, so is it? But I probably won't believe it's actually haunted. I doubt it. Like I'm too afraid. I won't go into like a haunted house during Halloween with like I know there are people in there. But if you tell me to stay in this hotel room that's allegedly haunted, I don't believe you.
Allegedly remotely.
Well, it's probably
by yourself. All the words.
All the words, yeah. By yourself. Okay.
I mean, speaking of Louisiana, I will say that on one of my trips out there, I did do the excursion where they took you to a couple of the different like plantations or whatever. And the drive out there alone, I was like, whoa. So I definitely like wouldn't want to be like, yeah, I'll stay here with all these souls.
I'm assuming the production company's like right outside. Like we're not doing this for free. So.
Wait, no. People have paid like I knew somebody like her and her friend, they paid to stay in a haunted hotel. Like this is what they do for fun.
Oh, okay.
Like this is the thing. Like it's the industry.
I thought I was gonna win a grand prize at the end.
Listen, it's a whole thing. It's not a TV show.
Right.
Yeah. Like it's a whole industry out here.
Alone.
Remotely. Yeah. No, thank you.
No, I turned this into a Fear Factor show. I was like, I'm winning $100,000 at the end. Like,
what do you mean? It's only 8 hours.
No, my mother her and her siblings like have told us like the stories from like their houses growing up, and because of that, like I was afraid whenever we went to my grandpa's house. Like I would like sit on the couch next to my sister and watch TV, and I wouldn't move. I wouldn't even go to the bathroom. I'd be like, can we go to the auntie's house please, because her house was like more modern. And I was like, we would stay at her house because just based on the stories my mom and her brother or my uncles and aunts have told us. I was like, where's the ghost at? And I would not move when we go visit him, or when we went to go visit him. So no, I would not. Do you believe ghosts exist?
Yes.
Like, do you believe in ghosts?
No. That's what I'm like you absolutely
She's like, absolutely not.
No, I was like, I just feel like a lot of that, because you're going to make up the biggest, baddest monster in your head during that entire drive. So then once you get there, you're going to be like, oh, the house moved. The house settles. The house settles when you're at your normal house every day, true. But you say, "Oh, it's the air conditioning," or "Oh, it's whatever."
No, I don't. I know somebody up there.
Okay.
That's one of the reasons why I got a dog though, because I was like, if anything ever happens, I'll just blame it on her. Or like, I heard something. Oh, that was the dog. I mean, I'm not gonna even go and investigate. Like,
look, it was the
dog.
I thought she was trying to say because dogs are more sensitive.
I thought she said, the dog was gonna warn her when the ghost
protect her.
Because if I hear something in another room, dog, what are you doing? And then I'm going to keep watching TV. I'm not going to go investigate.
But I say that, but I don't watch scary movies. Like, I will not.
I love scary movies.
I will not. I saw the movie Insidious back in like 2009, 2010, whenever it came out. I have never seen another movie after that. Scary movie after that.
I'm not gonna pay you to scare me. That's crazy. That's not a good feeling.
But scary movies aren't scary for me. And I look at them like from like a critic like point of view where I'm like, how did they do that? And, you know, like I'm trying to see like how they made this happen. Yeah. Yeah. So, but also, yeah, they don't scare me.
I believe in spirits.
I feel like they're funny.
Ghosts are a part of that.
Mm-hmm. That's true. That's true. Let's see. Would you have one of your fingers removed surgically if it somehow guaranteed you immunity from all major disease? One of your fingers removed surgically. If that means that you were healthy for the rest of your life.
Which one?
I'm assuming it's gonna be the pinky. Cause I was like, does it do much?
Like you can take half my pinky. I'll have a nub.
Does it do much?
Do you need? But it's kind of like your pinky toe, right? Like if you didn't have your pinky toe,
but wouldn't our balance be off significantly?
Right.
But aren't our balance off anyway?
What do you mean?
Like, don't you trip over things?
Clearly, I did trip when we first got started.
Pinky toes.
If you're clumsy, I guess.
Yeah, I am.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
equilibrium is not so equal.
But then I'm starting to think about so many other things. I'm like, man, I gave up my pinky nail, and then I get in a car accident. Like I'd be pissed. So I want to guarantee. I don't know. Maybe I just want to be a vampire. Maybe so. That'll happen.
I think I would relinquish a pinky to be all right for the rest of my life. Don't have to go through any other major illnesses or diseases.
I mean, considering, you know, how expensive healthcare is, I'd be like, you know, just take my pinky and then I won't have to worry about going to the doctor.
But that's
I won't
the
get
thing,
sick.
though. Like, women are doing preventative measures with breast cancer. Like, they're just saying bye girls, to ensure that they're healthy, at least in that perspective.
Right.
So if I can get rid of a pinky and my whole self is guaranteed, I'm good. I don't need it anyway. I'm a Delta.
That we don't. That is a good point, Sarah. We don't need them.
Wow. I just got that reference. Okay. That's hilarious. Well, I want to thank you guys for giving your time today and for sharing your thoughts and opinions on the various topics we discussed. To our listeners, if you want to grow your community and take a moment to like, subscribe, and or follow our guests on their respective platforms, please do. If you guys want to share with the people where they can find you, it's up to you. You don't have to, though. Yeah.
So for me, hi, this is Shishi speaking. She's an artist, or she's the artist, whatever you want to say. You can follow me on Instagram at Shishi0369. So that's SHE0369.
Okay. And this is Tati, and I'm on Instagram under Locked and Lawyered, LOCD. _N_Lawyered, LAWYERED.
Thank you guys for being here, and I will be seeing you hopefully at Mocktail Hour next Sunday. So we will not be releasing a segment on Sunday because we'll be in person. So January 29th, we will be meeting in person for our monthly Mocktail Hour. If you want to be there, go to www.cmhepc.com/register to save your seat, and hopefully we'll see you there.